Proverbs 3, day 3. Every day of the month, I'm going to be reading a book of Proverbs and giving my unfiltered, raw, unresearched opinion on what I read, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. The first theme that I saw today seemed a lot like having childlike faith. You see, it talks about the Lord being your father, and the way that I view parents is when you're a child and you have a parent, you trust that parent because you don't know the entire world. The same with the Lord. Like, we're always going to be the Lord's children. He's always going to know more than us, so we should trust him without knowing other things. Like in Proverbs 3:5, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding, because we're never going to know everything, so we should treat him like a father and just trust him because we are just his children. We're always going to be children in the eyes of God. Then I want to go to this next verse that's really important, but I feel like it's overlooked a lot. Proverbs 3:9, it says, honor the Lord with your possessions and the first produce of your entire harvest. And the way I read that is not just like farming stuff. I see it like, you can put the Lord first in anything you do. For example, with this video, it's the first video I'm making the day, and I'm trying to glorify God through this video. And with a business, you can glorify God through your business. In a relationship, you can put God first in your relationship. Like, a lot of the time, it's hard to put God first in things. And in harvest, you don't want to give God your first harvest. You want to eat your harvest because you need food. But you got to understand, you always want to honor the Lord with whatever you're doing. And after that, it says, then your barns will be filled completely. That shows you that even though you don't want to do it, eventually it'll always pay off. And eventually the Lord will always be fair and always do what is right. Then it mentions wisdom again, but kind of talks about how it can bring happiness, not just like how it brings righteousness, but also happiness. And let's get down to fairness. Not only is forgiveness a huge theme of the Bible, but being fair is. You want to treat your neighbor with respect. You want to not be like other people, but you want to treat them with respect. You want to be fair to everybody. In Proverbs 3:27, it says, when it is in your power, do not withhold good from the one who it belongs. So if someone deserves good from you, you better give it to them, because like, you should know. You should always be fair. You should never just take advantage of people. And it ends off as saying, the people that are following these commands, they're honorable, they're wise, and the people that don't, they're fools, and they're not honorable. So that's my takeaways today. As always, I want to keep the comment section like a place where everybody can just talk and like figure out stuff when it comes to Christianity and just like give honest opinions. And feel free to correct me because I know I'm not perfect, or I know when I'm reading this stuff, there's a lot of stuff I'm probably missing.